Today we are solving word problems that involve comparisons. Okay, so we're actually going to be comparing a couple of different things in our word problems. Okay, so example 1. And this is why I printed the notes out for you guys. You're welcome. Samantha has a piece of string that is 35 inches long. I have a feeling that's important, so please underline it. She cuts it into 3 pieces. So let's circle that. There's 3 pieces. Okay, the longest piece is 3 times the length of the middle-sized piece. So let's squiggle line that. 3 times the length of the middle-sized piece. And the shortest piece is 5 inches shorter than the middle-sized piece. Find the length of the shortest piece. So they only want the length of the shortest one. So what we're going to have to do here is write an equation, solve, and then we have to figure out which piece is the shortest. Okay, so there are a lot of steps in here. But I give you a hint. The hint is let x equal the middle-sized piece. So we have to actually define that variable. So x equals length of middle piece or middle-sized piece. Okay. So x is the length of the middle-sized piece. We're going to have to write an equation for the rest of them. Okay. The first thing that I always do with word problems, if I can, is draw a picture. So let's draw a piece of string. And how many pieces did I cut it up into? To 3. So cut it up into 3 different size pieces. So let's do a long piece, a middle piece, and a short piece. So 3 different lengths. Okay, x is the size of the middle length piece. So the middle length one for me is the center piece. So let's call that x. How long is the longest piece? What does it say? Okay, the whole thing is 35 inches. What does it say about the longest piece? It's 3 times longer than the middle. So how would I show that? 3x. So this longest piece is 3x. What does the word problem tell me about the shortest piece? Marcus? It's 5 inches shorter. So is that 5 minus x or x minus 5?
5 minus x. Okay.
Let's think about it. If Amara is 5 inches shorter than me, would you take my height and subtract 5, or would you take her height and subtract 5? Mine. So it's going to be x minus 5. What's the length of the whole thing? 35 inches. Okay, so let's label the length of the whole thing, 35 inches. So what do you guys think I have to do? We have to add up all the lengths, right? So let's write it out. 3x plus x plus x minus 5 equals 35. So let's combine like terms. I have 3x plus x plus x. So 3x plus x gives me 4x plus x gives me 5x minus 5 equals 35. And now this should be easy. Add 5. That's 0. So we get 5x equals 30. Divide both sides by 5. Oh, we're adding, so it's 40. Thank you. Oh my gosh, guys. Good call. I made a mistake. Okay, so x equals what? 8 what? 8 inches. Does x equals 8 inches answer my question?
No.
How many of you vote yes? It does. That's my answer. How many vote no? Okay, let's think about it. Is X the longest, the shortest, or the middle piece? X was the middle piece. What does the question ask me to find? The shortest piece. So which one of these three is the shortest? X minus 5. So what's X minus 5?
3.
That's 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3 inches. Okay? I have seen so many times students doing everything exactly right, but stop after they solve for X because they figure they're done. You need to make sure you are answering the question. Okay, that's why I circled the question. We are looking for the shortest piece. Okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down. In the middle. That's good. For only one example being in the middle, that's totally fine. Okay? So let's look at example 2, please. Zach is 3 years older than Kimberly. Tommy is twice as old as Kimberly. Billy is twice as old as Tommy. Altogether, their ages total 31. Their ages total 31. Find each person's age. So I give you a hint. X going to equal Kimberly's age. So let's actually write that down. So X equals Kimberly's age. Oh my goodness. So X is equal to Kimberly's age. So let's start writing everybody else's age out. What is Zach? Zach is 3 years older than Kimberly. So how would I represent Zach's age? X plus 3. So let's write that down. X plus 3 equals Zach's age. Okay, so we just want to write everything down. Let's see. Tommy is twice as old as Kimberly. So how would I represent Tommy's age? X plus 2 or 2 times X? 2 times X because he's twice as old. So 2X equals Tommy's age. Okay. Here's the last one, and this is the confusing one. Billy is twice as old as Tommy.
4x.
How did you get 4X?
You multiply 2 times 6.
Yeah, Billy is twice as old as Tommy, so we have to multiply 2 times 2x, which is equal to 4x, which is Billy's age. You can just put 4x. I wanted to show you, I just wanted to write the steps so that later on, if you have to come back and watch, you can see how we got 4. Okay? Altogether, their age totals 31. So what should I do with all of these things? Add them up. So we have x plus 3 plus 2x plus 4x. And that should equal 31. And this time we want to find each person's age. So we have to not only solve for x, but we have to solve for all the others. Okay, so let's combine like terms. I have x plus 2x plus 4x. So that's going to give me x plus x, 2x plus 2x,
4x.
plus 4x,
8x.
8x, plus 3 equals 31. And now we know how to do this. Subtract 3 from both sides. So 8x, sorry. 28. Divide by 8. Oh, it doesn't. Oh no.
Maybe you subtracted it.
I think I made a mistake in the problem.
No.
Let's let everything equal.
There shouldn't be 2, but up to
You put 2.
Kimberly plus Zach plus Tommy plus Billy. We added everything correctly.
Yeah.
to make it equal 7.
I think it's a typo.
No, I think you added an extra.
No, I didn't, because we had to add Kimberly's age plus Zach's age So we're fine. Let's set the whole thing equal to 35.
What?
So just change the problem and set it all equal to 35.
Okay, let me see.
There we go. So then that's equals 35, equals 35. So then everything equals 30.
5.
After I subtract 3, it gives me 32. Now we divide evenly. So x equals what?
4.
So now x equals 4. What? If we're talking about age, this is
4 years.
years.
But we're not done.
But we're not done. Okay, Kimberly is 4 years old. So how about, here off to the side, I'm going to write my answer. So let's put Kimberly is 4 years old. We also want to find Zach, Tommy, and Billy. Okay, how do I find Zach's age? X plus 3. So what's 4 plus 3? 7 years. Make sure you're writing years. Tommy's age is 2 times X. So how do I find Tommy's age? Times by 2. So he is? 2 times 4? 8. And then Billy is 4 times 4. So Billy is 16 years old. Maybe he's an older brother.
That's a lot of children.
Keep going. All right, who likes donuts?
I do.
Who likes Judy's donuts? They're the best.
Yeah, they're really good.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
The world loves Dunkin' Donuts.
Example 3. Judy's Donuts bake a total of 200 donuts of 3 kinds. Glaze, sprinkle, and jelly. So we have 3 kinds of donuts. Glaze, sprinkle, and jelly. The number of glaze was 3 times as many as jelly. The number of sprinkle was 11 more than glaze. Find the number of donuts of each type. This is where it gets tricky. I think this is the most missed question on the Unit 2 test because we don't only have one variable that we're working with here. Okay, so what do you want to call glazed donuts? G. Okay, so let's let G equal number of glazed donuts. By the way, glaze is my favorite kind of donut, so if anybody ever wants to bring me a donut, it has to be glazed.
Wait, can you bring us one of those free copies if we do?
Okay.
What about the little tiny donuts? What about the
Okay, I'm just saying if you feel like being nice, my birthday is coming up.
It's so big.
In November, it's a ways away.
November!
Day.
Yeah!
Alright, we also have sprinkles, so let's call sprinkles S. So S is number of sprinkle. And how about J is number of jelly?
Yeah, I love the letter J.
Okay. Alright, so let's look at this, guys. The number of glaze was 3 times as many as jelly. So how could I write an equation for the number of glaze? 3J. Okay, so glaze equals 3J.
Isn't it G for glaze?
No,
G is equal to 3J for jelly. Okay, the number of sprinkle was 11 more than glaze. So how would I write the number of sprinkle?
3J plus 11.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so smart. Okay, G plus 11 is correct, but we have to get everything in terms of one variable. So what did I say the glaze was? 3J. So how about 3J plus 11? Oh. So now do I have everything in terms of J? Yes. The world is revolving around jelly donuts today.
No.
Okay. How many total donuts did I make? 200. So we're going to take 3J plus 3J plus 11 plus how many jelly donuts? Just J. Okay, a lot of times I see students do the 3J plus 3J plus 11 and they totally forget about the jelly donuts. Okay, this is glazed donuts. 3j plus 11 is sprinkle. And the j is jelly. Okay, so you need to make sure that we add all of the number of donuts together. And that should equal 200. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because now that we're in one variable, we can actually solve. So let's combine like terms. I have 3j plus j. So what's that going to give me?
7J.
Oh, sorry.
7j plus 11 equals 200.
I feel like we're talking about apple chocolate for some reason.
Subtract 11 from both sides. So that gives me, I ran out of room, 7j equals
27.
89. Divide both sides by 7. J equals 27 jelly donuts. But we're not done because we need each type. So off to the side I'm going to do 27 jelly. Or how about J equals 27 donuts? Sorry. J equals 27 jelly. What is S? How do I figure out S?
Mentioning G.
3j plus 11. So what's 3j plus 11? 3 times 27 plus 11 gives me 3 times 27 gives me 21. 6, 81 plus 11, 92. Sprinkle. And then glaze, the best kind of donut, is 3 times j. So just 3 times 27, which was 81. 81 sprinkle. Glaze.
I want to know what kind of breakfast I invented. I got...
Okay, so 81 glaze. Okay? Okay. Maria studied for a total of 16 hours a week. She studied for 3 classes: math, science, and history. Okay? So she studied 1 hour. Typo. 1 hour more for science than for history. So she studied 1 hour more for science than for history. So let's say M equals math, right? H equals history. S equals science? Okay. So if she studied 1 hour more for science than for history, what would science equal? Science is S. 1 hour more than history. H plus 1. The number of hours she studied for math was 2 more than what she studied for science. So what would math be? H plus 1 plus what? How many more hours? 2. So plus 2. So what does that come out to? H plus 3. Find the number of hours she studied for each subject. So then we have just H equals H, right? So everything is in terms of H. So the number of hours of history, that's the first one, plus science, which was H plus 1, plus math, which was H plus 3. So H should show up 3 times because we have 3 subjects, right? Okay, here's history, here's science, here's math. Actually, let's label them. History, this guy is science, and this guy is math. Okay, and all of that should equal how much? 16.
That's a lot of hours.
Okay, let's combine like terms. H plus H plus H, what's that give me? 3H plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 equals 16. Subtract 4 from both sides. So 3H equals 12. Divide both sides by 3, so H equals
4.
4 hours. Make sure you label the hours. So I'm going to write history equals 4 hours. And then we still need to find science and math. How many hours did she study for science? H plus 1, which is 5 hours. How many hours did she study for math? 4 plus 3, which gives me 7 hours. This is in a week, not a day. Okay? All right?